Okay, so as far as highlighting is concerned, I'm not exactly certain how to produce. Hello, hello, and hello once more. Greetings, salutations, the Lackland family. A warm welcome to those who have supported my channel for quite some time, and another warm welcome to those who have simply stumbled across my channel, decided to give my channel a look, or you're simply interested in this here video. I would like to share with you products in which I chose to use for my face or on my face for the day. We're going from bottom to top. I decided to use two different lip liners. The first lip liner I used is the Lip Job lip liner by Dragon Beauty. The second lip liner I decided to use is from MAC Cosmetics, or MAC Cosmetics. The lip liner in Chestnut. As you can see, it is almost time for me to purchase a new one. These are the two lip liners that I decided to use. Okay, so lipsticks. I decided to use two different lipsticks as well. So the first lipstick I used is in 561, the Lip Smacking Fun Color Collection by NYX Cosmetics or NYX Cosmetics, and this is what that looks like. And this is what it looks like when it is opened and rolled all the way up here. This is what the color looks like. I used Dark Plum Scene from Ruby Kisses Cosmetics by Kiss and their matte lipstick collection. This is what this looks like when it is rolled up. It's almost time for me to get another one of these as well. As far as my face is concerned, this is what I used for my face. I used the Watermelon Burst Setting Spray by Ciete London. I then used the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation by NARS. And my shade is in Tahoe, by the way. So my shade is in Tahoe. So as far as cream contour and cream bronzing, I decided to use a concealer for both cream contouring and cream bronzing. So for contour, I used the Eyes Lip Face or e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-hour camo concealer in Rich Ebony. And as far as cream bronzing is concerned, I used the NK Makeup or Nicka K New York makeup, their Perfection Multi-Use Concealer Super Coverage in shade 11. So I used these two for cream contour and cream bronzer. Speaking of contouring and bronzing, as far as powders are concerned that I used to go over top those concealers, these are the products that I used. So for contour, I ended up using the Soft Matte Bronzing Powder in Kissed by Tahini from Vesca Beauty. Once again, from Vesca Beauty. This is what I use to contour my face. If you can see that. I actually dropped this some time ago, which is why that is there. Additionally, I've been using this quite a lot. It is well loved, as you can see. As far as bronzer is concerned, right? So I ended up using the Fenty Beauty. What is this? So as far as powder bronzer is concerned, I used the Instant Warmth Bronzer, the Sunstalker here, in Caramel Cutie. So this is what I used for powder bronzer. But then I ended up mixing that with a powder bronzer in Cappuccino from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I used these products for powder bronzer. As far as blusher is concerned, I decided to use an eyeshadow palette. Yes, you can use eyeshadow as blush. However, so I used the Natasha Denona 5 eyeshadow palette or 5 color eyeshadow palette in Peak. So I used Jasper and then Amhara. I used these two shades for blusher. I'm not exactly certain how to pronounce this brand's name. I believe it's Tresluce or Tresluce Beauty. But I ended up using the Lucette Glow highlighter palette. And this is what the colors look like here. I used the shade Upgrade. this gold looking color. Okay, so as far as the concealers are concerned that I placed over top my foundation, I ended up using I ended up using a total of 2 different concealers to go over top my foundation. So I ended up using the concealer in Air Hug by Items or Item Beauty. This has a doe foot applicator, by the way. And then I used the Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer by Milani Cosmetics in 03 Medium Light. Going back to my foundation for just a moment, I failed to show that my foundation has a pump. It's pretty dirty, so excuse that, but the foundation here has a pump as opposed to a doe foot applicator or a little stick or what have you. I wanted to show that. Moving forward, so I used 2 different things, okay, to go over top those 2 concealers that I was just speaking of. I made a concoction here as far as just a concoction that I made of different powders that I own to bake over those concealers. After that, what I did was I went with the Soft Matte Powder Foundation, the Pro Filter by Fenty Beauty. I ended up using this to go over top that powder. So another powder that I used was the Ruby Kisses by Kiss HD Set and Forget Setting Powder in Banana. This is what I used. And then also used the Tried and True Loose Face Powder by Airspun in Translucent. Okay, so concealers. The concealers that I placed underneath my foundation before applying my foundation, I simply used the Orange Corrector from NYX Cosmetics or NYX Cosmetics. I then used the Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in Medium, also by NYX Cosmetics or NYX Cosmetics. As far as my eyeshadow is concerned, I decided to go for or opted for a smoky eyeshadow on today. I then used a few palettes. The first palette that I used to achieve this look, I ended up using the good old Too Faced Sweet Peach palette here. This shade right here, Luscious, is what I decided to use. I then decided to use the collaboration with Jackie Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills. In my crease, I decided to use the shade Credit. So in my crease, I used shade Credit. I then used the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills as well, and I used Cypress Umber and Rustic. So I used those 2 shades. I used these 2 shades here, Rustic and Cypress Umber. Going back to the Too Faced Peach palette here, Sweet Peach palette, I used this Summer Yum shade to go into my crease. And once again, I apologize for any glares that you may see, any ambient noises you may hear. Please forgive me. As far as mascaras are concerned, I used a total of 3 different mascaras. I used the Major Volume Mascara by Patrick Ta. This is what the wand looks like. I then ended up using the Il Makiage Mascara. It is their Icon High Volume Intense Curl Mascara. This is what that wand looks like. Last but not least, I ended up using the Black Extreme Lash Mascara by Rockins Cosmetics. And this is what that wand looks like. As far as my eyebrows are concerned, I simply decided to not do anything to my eyebrows except for push my hairs up with some soap. Sometimes I like to put product onto my eyebrows, other times I do not. That being stated, these are the products in which I chose to use for today. Tell me down below in the comments, is there a product that you use? Did you see anything that you were familiar with? Did you see any of these products in your local Ulta beauty supply store or Sephora? Is there anything that actually interests you that you may have seen? Tell me what products that you like. Tell me what products you may or may not have heard of that I showed. Tell me if you see a few things that you actually do use. Let me know in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Until next time.